this thing on? Is it? Oh, hello?
So it's Thanksgiving weekend. It's a weekend of moving cars, I guess, right, Tim?
It seems to be that way.
So
this is what I give thanks for.
Yeah. So we've got our buddy Matt coming with us. Right now we're headed to our other buddy Kevin's to move his truck. There's a bit of a story behind that. It used to belong to his dad, and he passed away a little while ago, and Kevin would really like to restore it, kind of in honor of his dad, since he remembers riding around in it a lot as a kid, but he had no means of moving it around. So we said we'd hook the trailer up, and then we would come give him a hand and get it back to his place so he can do something with it.
It's a very fond memory for him having this truck, so we'll get it out. We'll see what it looks like. I'm trying to convince him that if it's good enough, just drive it the way it is, but I think he wants to restore it. I think it's a driver though, but we'll see.
Is that my good side?
It's cold out.
Mark thinks it's cold out.
It is cold. It's only 4 degrees today.
There's the truck. Kev, you want to tell us a bit of history about it?
Sure. This is my father's truck. My dad actually, the story is, inherited this truck when he was a police officer. He did a good deed for someone, and the gentleman passed away and willed it to my dad. So this truck has been in our family for, wow, I can't even remember. It's way before my time. A lot of family history with this, fishing and spending a lot of Sunday afternoons with mom and dad in this. So looking forward to try to get this out with some good friends to help me, and hopefully we can accomplish getting it on the road.
Tim, what are your thoughts?
I love it. I'd drive it like that.
Oil bath still on it. That's beautiful.
12 volt conversion.
Oh yeah?
That's handy. Either that or that's the biggest 6 volt battery I've ever seen.
Also, it has been converted.
Yeah, it had.
See, my dad had a 6 volt on there, and I knew I was talking to Bumsteads and that, and they had said that they had a conversion kit up there to go to 12.
Pretty sure that's a 12 volt battery.
Yeah.
And that little, that's what I was gonna say, that little piece in the firewall there tells me that's a conversion. Ooh, good gas in this filter. Have you ever seen gas that's pumpkin orange? All right.
Hook it up and see if we can get it pulled out.
So it's been sitting about 2 years?
Yeah, it was before my dad and I ran with the guys today, roughly.
You gotta tap them.
Yeah,
That's not going anywhere. Hey, if not, everything falls off.
Okay, yeah, hold on. Gonna. Yep.
You know, it's kind of crazy. I'm meeting you today, and my dad, when he met a lot of these people, he had a friend in Cobalt, and he was the shoeman, Mike Roscoe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well.
And they would fish together and everything. And
Roscoe's cars in the shop, some of his tools in there.
yeah, he was good friends with the family. That's awesome. Kind of need a picture with everybody quickly, because if my wife makes a scrapbook, are you guys okay
Sure.
with that?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Time for the moving of many things.
You're not gonna fire up the JD, Tim?
No, the battery. Well, the guy was a body man, and what happened was he was gonna have to let it sit outside for the winter because it wouldn't fit in his garage. So he did all the body work and painted it.
But we ran all over the place getting parts. That hood came from somewhere, and then
Innisfil.
Give us a little bit of history about the car while I walk around it.
It's 68 Roadrunner. It's a car I always wanted my entire life. Searched and searched and searched, like everyone does, right? Found this on Kijiji 10 years ago in this shape. So no front end, things like that. But it had been tubbed, it had been worked on, and the price was definitely right for it. The guy delivered it. This is going to be the first time I'll have had it at my own house since I've owned it. The engine we've got is 68, date code 383. It's not the HP that should have been in the car. It's fresh rebuild. It's date correct. It's not necessarily car correct. I'm gonna convert it to a 4-speed. It was an automatic car, but whoever was working on it put a 4-speed steering column in it. I've got a proper 883 4-speed actually out of a Roadrunner for it. Our Kona rep found that next to his house. His neighbor was clearing out a bunch of stuff, and that happened to be one of the things.
All right, we'll get it loaded up and then we can bring it home.
Yeah, and we can get to work on it. It's home. The first time I've ever had it in my own space. Hey, Bexy.
So, 2 jobs done for today, 2 jobs left for tomorrow. Matt, thanks for the help.
No problem.
Oh, it's awesome. We're on the road.
Yesterday, I think Tim will agree, we were thankful for some friends, getting together for supper, some good food and stuff like that. Today, we're thankful for finding an LS1, dragging a bit of a cresty dream car out of the bush, and the Lincolnfelters for making it all happen.
I don't know where we're gonna put the footage in. Well, I can talk, put the footage in of the first time we walked up on the car, but maybe Mark will edit that in right around here.
Yeah, sure. Give an explanation of what went on exactly. We'll throw some footage over top of that.
Well, so it was 4 years ago. I was up here. I can't remember why we stopped in, but this is a place I wanted to stop in my whole life growing up. It's an old speed shop, but oh, I think Jack's dad had a Barracuda for sale that I wanted to look at. And so while we were there, they had a little junkyard, so we took a look around, and there was some great like mid-80s stuff, and you know, the classic, like there was a convertible Sunbird, like an 86, which unfortunately ended up in the crusher, but I would have loved that thing too. So I wandered off through the bush a little bit, as you do in junkyards, because you never know what's hiding further back, right? And stumbled across a car, and I saw it, and I'm like, I don't think that's what I think it is it? And at the time, I really had to kind of push aside some trees and whatnot, and sure enough, sitting in the woods was, I'd say, about a third of a 69 Charger. But that third of the car, to me, is more than enough of a base to build off of. So we're off to pick it up today, and we'll see what we can do with it, see if we can get it on our trailer without tearing it in half. That's sort of the first challenge, we'll say. We'll call it a challenge. And then once it's on there, it's on. And we'll devise a method of getting it back off that's a little bit easier. I have something in mind, but we'll have to see how it fares. Are we going to talk about the plan for it now?
No, we can hold off on that a bit. But there is a plan for it, and it's a pretty cool plan. We just got to get through the current project first, and then this will be the next project, and it'll be pretty neat.
It'll be fun. It'll be the only way I could ever get a car like this, and personally, I mean, otherwise, they're way too expensive now. Just sitting, waiting for someone to come along and say, hey girl. Okay, I'm gonna hop out, because I'm gonna bring that tire inflator over and see if these tires will hold air and make this a little bit easier for us. All right, Now, what do you think? Won't hold air without a valve stem, so that one's not gonna do it. Oh, hey, this one has a valve stem. What do you think? Well, always give it a shot and see. If we can get one of two, we're okay.
There we go.
Tight strap right around it.
I think so, yeah, just to hold it together and.
Let the leaves blow on it the first few months.
Yeah. I want to see how much of the roof is left on when we. But it's funny, eh? From here up, it's not horrible.
Well, I've worked with less.
That's the crazy thing, right?
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Universal engine stand.
Yep. Nothing beats a good tire. She's all strapped down. Plus. Engine's in the box. Time to head home.
Towing a car? Well, it made it onto the trailer in one piece, so that's good. We ended up at an old speed shop, and you can't just go in and leave those places. You got to spend a while and check them out. We're on our way back to get the engine out. I think we're just gonna leave the transmission in the trailer for now, because I really hurt my back putting it in there.
Next step is all ready to go.
Get it on engine stand, get it torn down, take a look at it, see what we're dealing with, see how many head bolts we break off when we're trying to take them out.
Lots of tri-flow.
Maybe I'll do that now.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Tim, you got anything to say?
No, thanks for watching, and come back for more antics and whatnot. See if we can get this thing apart.